This is Google Calendar, the most important thing any business owner could operate from. This is literally how I maximize every second of every day while I'm at work and even when I'm not at work. So I'm going to give you an overall of what my calendar looks like, and later on in the training I'll show you how to create and structure your own calendar. So now check this out. Let's look up here at the top. At the top underneath February the 18th it says 10 calls from CRM. What does this mean? This means this is a task that I set for myself to make sure that I get 10 calls in the CRM every single day. And once I hit that number, I'm just going to simply press the little button and I'm going to click mark completed and it marks it out. The reason I have that up there is because I know I need to be making a minimum of 10 calls out of the CRM every single day. And if I don't, I'll know that I didn't by just looking at my Google Calendar. The next thing, every morning when I come in, what does this say? Confirm appointments and add to tabs. So literally, I go in the CRM, I look on my calendar, I look, say, okay, I have 3 appointments today. Okay, cool. I'm going to get all of those appointments, and then I'm going to put them up in the top of my screen for appointments. So that way I know every single appointment that I have for the day. And then also, after that, I'm also going to confirm them. I'm going to make sure that I send them a message, and if they don't message me back, I'm going to give them a call. Next is we have check tasks for today. It specifically says check tasks for money today. Remember, in tasks, we could set up whatever we want to, tasks in Go High Level. So I'm going to check my tasks in Go High Level first thing in the morning, and I'm going to see if there's any low-hanging fruit. I'm going to see if there's any money that I could call and collect early as soon as I get in. Frequency, energy, guess what? Momentum. How does it feel when you close a deal right out of the gate in the morning? It feels so good. That's why I have this up here at the top. Now, let's just work the calendar. Sleep and recovery, I have from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. Guys, I've left the office at 9:30 to 11 p.m. for the last week. I don't hit this all the time, but you bet your butt that I'm waking up at 4 a.m. and getting my day started. And then as soon as I wake up, I have my morning routine here. Morning routine, I'm a $300K a month closer. I'm brainwashing myself. I'm manifesting, always. Listen, I don't operate on how I feel. I operate on what needs to be done. I put this quote in here because I loved it. The most valuable person in the Elliott Group is the one that can duplicate themselves. And then this is what I do first thing in the morning. I have notes on my phone that I go through and I read that inspires me and casts the vision, makes me want to go. I pray. And then I turn on gym motivation on the TV. I drink my water. I make some coffee. And then guess what? I'm getting ready to go to the gym, taking the dogs out, and I'm gone. I just have some morning affirmations in here, just some stuff that I like personally. I could literally click this on my phone, boom, boom, boom. Here it is. Next, guess what? Wednesdays, I do boxing and mobility. So I have that blocked off from 5 to 6:30. And then by the 6:30, I'm getting ready for work, and my goal is to be at work by 7:15 every day. That's what I want to do. When I get there, that's the sweet spot for me. Some of you guys, it's going to be a little bit differently. We'll talk about that later when we structure your calendar, but for me, this is what works. I also have a little task right here. It says take peptides. So when I wake up, take my peptides in the morning right here at 6:30 when I get back from the gym and get out of the shower, bam, I'm going to mark it complete. Then we're going to go down here to, okay, I'm here, I'm at the office, 7:15 to 8 a.m. before our meeting starts. What am I doing? I've got it. Check tasks, message appointments. That's literally what I'm doing. Guess what? It's up here at the top too. It's up here at the top. You got to do it. It's most important. Staying in a rhythm. And then after that, we have our team meeting from 8 to 9. And then for me, I get on the dialer for an hour. That's all I need. Some people's going to need 2 hours. Some people's going to need 4 hours. For me, I have a bunch of people that setting deals to me, so I don't need a bunch of dial time. Then let's jump into from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Who's got my money? What does this mean, Jesse? This is what this means. You don't need to think. There should be no thinking when you get to work. It should just be straight execution. So if I'm like, oh, what do I do if I don't have any appointments set? Okay, at least from 10 to 2, I'm going here. Okay, check tasks for money today, right? Remember, low-hanging fruit. We've got hot lists in the CRM. I'm going to be ripping through those hot lists. I've got an entire list to call Elliott Hire clients. I've got these pipelines to work. I have my new leads pipeline. I have my working pipeline. I have my client retention pipeline. There's no room to not be doing something 24/7 while we are here working, period. So I'll just decide which one of these that I want to do today, and I'm going to attack it. But I always start with checking tasks and then going over my hot deals and hot offers. And then I'll jump into one of these and I'll just rip on the phone in the CRM. So after that, we've got, what is this? 2:30 to 4, work Elliott Hire. Guess what? That's important. So twice a week, I have it blocked off to where I can't take appointments. For instance, if you click this button here, this says busy, right? Down here at the bottom, it says busy, free. If it was free, that means people could book on my calendar. If it says busy, nobody could book on my calendar. If I'm setting a bunch of deals for some guys and I have people setting appointments for me, I'll mark this as free so that way it opens up this slot so that way they could book deals with me. And then, guess what? I have this on the calendar. I like to know when we're doing trainings. I like to know when Andy's doing the Business Master Syndicate trainings, the Built to Scale trainings, the Brotherhood calls. I like to know. So they're going to also be on my calendar. And guess what? The link's right there. I just need to jump on. If a client needs it, it's right there as well. I like having visibility. I like seeing things. And this is a calendar that you could add to your calendar. So that way you could see all of the stuff that we have going on in the company. Just like you can see right here, on the 18th is CoachCon. Andy's doing the virtual CoachCon training. Well, I haven't accepted it. I haven't said no. I haven't said maybe. So guess what? It's just right here open. However, if I went here and I clicked, let's go back. If I did do this and I clicked yes, guess what it would do? It would show up busy. So that means nobody could book a call with me at that time. If I don't want calls booked, awesome. But if I have appointments that the team could be setting for me, that just takes away the time where they can't set. So I personally am not going to mark this. I'm just going to leave it there. Now let's go into Thursday the 19th. Same task as the day before, except guess what? There's some additional things for me, right? One of them is going to be post a client win. So I'm going to get on my Instagram. I'm going to share it to my story. Bam, there it is. I'm also going to send value to some of my clients. For instance, the Business Syndicate clients, the Brotherhood, and future big deals. I'm just going to stay in front of them. This helps me. I do this whenever I find time, and if I don't, guess what? It's going to stay open, but as soon as I finish it, it's going to be marked complete, so that way I know. Same exact thing as yesterday, except this. Look, referral calls and upsells. I have it blocked on my calendar from 2:30 to 5:30 to be hunting in the client retention and upsell pipeline to sell and nurture and make sure all of the clients that I've sold is taken care of. This is in my calendar twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's what works best for me. That's when I like to go in here and hunt. That's when I like to stay in front of my people. And guess what? The easiest people to sell is people you've already done business with. So there's never time for me not to know what I'm doing or what I need to do. I just need to go in my calendar, click, think, okay, client retention, okay, we're going to call, okay, let's just do the follow-ups today. All the people that I have in that pipeline in the CRM, that's what we're going to do. Bam! There's zero reason ever to not have something to do while you're in here inside of the company. This is an overview of my calendar. So learn from this, take what you like, add what you like, move some things around. I wanted to show you mine and how I operated it, how I operate using it every single day. This is a key pillar to the success that I've been able to acquire and the consistency, because I don't like to think. I like to get here and operate. I will see you guys in the next video.